Local tribes are working with researchers at the University of Maine and Acadia National Park to slow the impacts of our changing climate.
Wind, throwing blankets back and forth. The breeze blows leaves across the University of Maine campus mall while many students watch on without a single worry. Other students, like Olivia Olson in the university's archaeology lab, have their attention set on how climate change is impacting coastal environments and the archaeological sites in Acadia that she studies.
The Gulf is warming really fast, faster than a lot of places in the world,
putting the sites that Olson researches at risk.
There are definitely direct consequences that we can see locally from global environmental degradation.
The shoreline erosion and sea level rise and increasing storm intensity is doing some real damage to our coastline, and that includes archaeological sites.
Climate change continues to alter at least 35 archaeological sites in the state. Now, after receiving $950,000 through the Inflation Reduction Act, Acadia National Park is working with tribal nations and Humane to brainstorm, hoping to use some indigenous methods like planting rose bushes or other vegetation in the banks to stabilize historic areas.
We have a responsibility to this place.
Archaeological sites that Professor of Anthropology Bonnie Newsom believes are dear to her indigenous roots and Wabanaki tribes in Maine.
Indigenous peoples lived here for 12,000 years, and they weren't faced with some of these climate issues that we are facing today, or much of it's human-induced.
Eroding coastlines and intense storms leave artifacts like these exposed and washed up at shores, and leave Newsom fearful for the loss of bits and pieces of history and the land that she and others are so connected to.
We have nothing if we don't have the earth and the sun and the water. We depend on that.
In Orono, Rai Wooten, News Center, Maine.